And there we go. Yikes. That was an oops. Okay, everybody, hello. It's good to see you. Give me a moment to quickly do my share outs, or as quick as I can go anyway. It's taking longer than I wanted. There we go. Okay. Yes, little boy, I love you. I had to do that really quickly. There we go. Okay. One share out. Waiting for the post. Takes forever. There we go. Now let's do post 2. And excuse me, post 3. And then Facebook is just moving like molasses tonight. Okay, there's 1. 2. Echo. 3. 4. Yeah. 5. Yes, I love you, little boy. Come on. And come on. There we go. Whoa! Excuse me. And there. All right. And that, and there. Come on in, everybody. Hello, how are you doing, Patrick? I hope you are doing good. I apologize for not being on last night. My wife needed some extra time just to talk. And happy wife, happy life. She needed a chance to just talk to me, so we talked. And it's all good now. I hope you have had a good weekend. I know I have. It's been a very nice, quiet weekend. This week's going to be busy for me, actually. I've got to run around and do a couple errands tomorrow. Then Tuesday, I got some errands. Plus, I have to get my vaccination, my second shot. So, I will be busy. But it doesn't mean I can't be here. And that's the reason I'm here now. Take a deep breath and relax. It's all about remembering what it takes to calm down. You'll be okay. Life is what you make it. Help yourself make it good. Take a breath. Be calm. Get yourself comfortable. I'm up against a chair. You can lay down. Whatever it takes, get yourself comfortable. That's important. This is about being able to relax and go to sleep, and so you need to relax. There you go. Tonight, let your lines or your roots down into the earth, either from your butt or your feet, and just put them down into the earth. And then start a flow of your energy down through your roots or lines into the earth. The energy can come from anywhere. You don't have to recognize it for it to flow. And let any energy about being apprehensive or anxious about this week join the flow down into the earth. We can start thinking about what we have to get done, and we can let it overwhelm us, distract us from just getting things done, being in the moment. So let that apprehension join the flow down into the earth. And let that anxiety of gotta get this stuff done join the flow down into the earth. Doing things and getting things done is part of living. But living in the moment means not thinking so far ahead that you forget to enjoy what you're doing. You sit there and say, well, errands aren't fun. I tell you what, they can be. I have a couple things I have to do tomorrow. I actually don't mind driving my car. I actually don't mind driving around town. So, I let the moment be a moment. And I just drive. Listen to some music. People watch a little bit. Pay attention to what I'm doing, of course. Let any energy about not believing that errands can be fun join the flow down into the container. Remember when you were a kid, you were just starting to drive and your parents said, you know what, you can go run this errand for me. You were happy to do it because you were driving the car. Well, what's wrong with being that way? Let yourself enjoy what you do. And let any energy about what prevents you from enjoying what you do join the flow down into the earth. It doesn't have to be constant entertainment to enjoy things. It can be very simple. I enjoy driving my RV. It's simple. It's a simple like. When I drove truck, I enjoyed driving because it was simple. It was straightforward. Get in the truck, get yourself strapped in, turn it on, adjust your mirrors, and put it in gear. You had a destination from A to B. Sometimes you need to remember life can be that simple. Running an errand isn't about getting done with the errand so you can do the 20 next things. Run the errand. Do the errand first. And enjoy point A to point B. And let any energy about sabotaging yourself from enjoying going from one point to the next. Join the flow down into the container. Or I correct myself. Join the flow down into Earth. Life doesn't have to be complex. Being simple means enjoying simple. When I drove truck, I enjoyed simple. You'd get up, get out of bed, take a shower, clean up, get in your truck, strap in, and go. Until you either were done for the day or had delivered. In between, you may have to stop for fuel once or twice, depending. It all works itself out. I enjoyed watching the road, seeing the people, the different things that went on all the time. Life moves. If you believe you have to be moving fast with everything else, you forget what happens in between. What happens in between point A to point B. I've drove through Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, Texas, all of them. And there's a lot of beautiful sights. Let go of any energy where you have told yourself it's just driving and you forget to look at things, and let that join the flow down into the container. There's a lot that goes on in this world. And the more you realize, excuse me, that you are part of it, the more you can see that goes on. And let any energy about not seeing what goes on in this world join the flow down into the earth. And take a deep breath. The world can be a very enjoyable place to be a part of. If you so desire to see it that way. Excuse me, it can also be a very negative and terrible and scary place to see and be a part of if that's the way you want to see it. Choose to be positive and you will be. Look at things positively and you will be. You'll feel that. And it'll the world will give it back to you. It'll give you positive. You go out and you sit under a tree. And if you're looking at things positively, nature will make sure you see even more positive. But if you look at it negatively, that's what you're going to get also. You can go outside, sit in the grass, and complain about how there's ants and bugs and all sorts of other things. And that's easy to do, because nature will make sure you feel it. If you're negative, negative comes to you. Nature is reflective that way. Excuse me. My allergies have been kicking up a little bit. Let any energy about viewing what's around you negatively join the flow down into the earth. But if you look at things positively, when you sit in that grass, you don't feel the bugs. You see the leaves, the trees, the grass. You feel a little bit of a breeze. You smell the freshness of everything around you. Just because you're positive. And you want to feel that positive. Nature will give it to you. Nature loves to show off her beauty. Nature loves to show off the positive. Given a chance, nature will just give you such a show. And let any energy about viewing things negatively join the flow down into the earth. These days and times, it's very easy to be negative because everybody, that's what they emanate. That's what they are constantly spewing over the TV and the news and the radios. Social media, it's all over. It's everywhere. How you can feel bad about yourself. How you can feel bad about others. How you can feel bad about your life. How your life isn't enough. Let any energy about feeling like things just aren't enough join the flow into the container. That's what goes on. And people are trying to make you feel that way. There are very few shows out there anymore that promote positiveness, where they say, hey, you're wonderful. Hey, you make mistakes, but you know what? Everybody does. Work through it. Nobody does that anymore. Because it's too easy to be negative. It takes a little bit more effort at first to be positive. Let any energy about how it takes a little bit more effort to be positive join the flow down into the earth. You can be positive. It's a choice. You can be happy It's a decision. I choose to be happy. I have every reason not to be. I just choose not to let those reasons affect me. I made the choice to smile. I made the choice to look for the positive, even in the negative. Let any energy about having a hard time seeing the positive or feeling the positive in negative times join the flow down into the earth. And in negative situations, join the flow down into the earth. I was medically retired out of the Army. Didn't want to be. I've gone through a couple divorces. I didn't enjoy that. But I made a choice to look at it in the fact that each movement was growth. Each change was something new. And I'm okay with that. Let any energy about how you feel about change join the flow down into the earth. And let any negative energy about feeling negative about change join the flow down into the earth. Yeah, cat hair in my mouth. Come on. Life moves and evolves second by second. You have the ability to accept it. And you have the ability to go against it. Let any energy about going against the movement in life join the flow down into the container. It's your choice. If you choose to flow with Earth and to flow with your life, and all the changes, twists and turns are just a part of it. And if you look at it that way, then it's very easy to just accept and be positive. Fighting your life, fighting change, is like jumping into a river and holding up a plate and pushing the plate against it, the flow, and saying, I'm going to stop the flow of the river. The likelihood is the river's going to knock you over. And so will life. Let any energy about how life will knock you over join the flow down into the earth. I never say change is easy. But if you think it through, change helps. Change allows you to grow. And if you learn to work with the changes, you mature even more. Let any energy about not wanting to get along with the changes in your life join the flow down into the earth. You're okay now. Let any remaining energy from this brief session join the flow down into the earth. And once you've done that, and all the remaining energy from this session has gone down into the earth, stop the flow of your energy to the earth and bring your lines back in up to you. And then take a breath. You're okay. We all have things that we don't like doing. We all have things we don't like being a part of. But the more that you are willing to fight against what is going to happen, the changes that are going to evolve, the more you end up feeling beaten down, tired, and overwhelmed. Make a choice to help yourself, to be positive about what happens, and look for the positive, even in the negatives. The more you look for the positives, the more they find you, and the less negatives come towards you. All right, everybody. I will be on again Tuesday, and I'm going to put a caveat with that. I get my second shot Tuesday. If I don't feel good, I'm not going to attempt to come and do a meditation. If I feel good enough, I will be here. Everybody knows I try, so if I'm okay, I'll be here. If I'm not going to bring my bad feelings here. All right. Thank you for being here tonight. If you like what you felt and heard, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be on again hopefully Tuesday and then Thursday. Until then, a simple thought. Positive attracts positive. Negative attracts negative. Thank you, Patrick, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until Tuesday, hopefully. Sweet dreams. And remember, if you put out positive, positive will find you. I love you all. Get some good sleep, and I'll